Last time out, we gathered these animals and we made this larder to keep all of our food in. And then we waited for a bus. Well, here I am on the bus. It is a blue bus and it's being driven by a sheep and it is full of flies and it seems to have been stationary for months. It's just here. It's not going anywhere. I don't know what's going on. Someone's coming.
I don't think we're going to bother going down this road now because there's nothing down there anymore, which is fine. So I get...
Hello?
Is there someone on my bus?
I asked. Been for ages.
Plod,
Mr. Beardstone?
how long have you been here? This bus has been here for like 6 weeks.
I've been here a very, very long time. I've been eating flies, but there's only 2 left.
Oh no, you don't want to be eating flies. What are you doing here? Like, why are you here? I mean,
well, I hear you are an expert farmer these days. And I've been making a farm, and well, I need to check that yours is humane and fine and organic and things. Yeah.
Basically, you just want to check on my farms. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, just to make sure they're all okay, and yeah, make sure the animals are nicely cared for and things like that. Yeah, I'm not spying for any ideas. That's not what I'm here for at all. Honest.
Yeah, I completely believe you, Plod. Completely believe you. Well, as you can see, look, my animals are fine. See, they're in a field.
It's beautiful.
They're fine.
Cute little piggo. Yeah, that's great.
Yep, exactly. So
Awesome.
I guess we're done then. Yeah, you don't need to see anything else. You don't look in that barn. That's fine.
What's in the barn?
Just some humane animal processing, of course.
Ooh, I'd like to see that if I can.
Right. Okay. So it's fine. I've got this section over here. Look. This is. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. There's a gate. I'm sorry. I trapped you in the field,
Awesome.
Plod. That wasn't good of me. But yeah. So if you come over here, look. We have our lovely wool farm, which
And they look happy.
They are. It also looks like it's not currently moving because they don't appear to be shaved. So yeah, they're very happy. They're just chilling. They're not even getting sheared right now. So that's fine. And then round here we've got some cows. The ones at the back occasionally get milked, and that's all there is in the entire barn. So we can leave.
Awesome. How do you milk them? How's the milking machine work?
So round the back here, I've got like a little deployer mechanism type thing going on.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it basically just goes up and down and occasionally milks them. Fires like once every couple of minutes, or at least it should do, but that doesn't appear to be working anymore either. So I guess I've got a bit of investigating to do over here.
Excellent. This is going well.
Yeah, and this side is the other side. You don't need to go into this side too much. That's fine.
This looks slightly. So, have they got enough room in there?
Yes.
They're totally not. Not getting overcrowded or.
No, I mean not a single one of them has ever given me a word of complaint.
Right.
Yep. Same here with the sheep. Like they're fine. They all seem happy. Look, you got the little baby sheep that are playing with the hands that pokes out every now and then.
That's a lot of baby sheep.
So there's a new baby sheep.
What happened there?
Oh, nothing. It's fine. Sometimes the sheep have dandruff.
Right, I see. They like playing with that stick, do they?
Yes. As do the baby cows over this side. They also get dandruff occasionally, but they're fine. Right. Anyway, so what we should do is leave. It's very loud in here. I hope I passed your wonderful inspection.
Yeah. Thank you. That was very enlightening. Yeah.
You just here to steal ideas. Be honest.
I might be.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. I am. I'm just
Yeah. I thought so. I thought so. But the thing is, like, all this is good. It's important. It feeds me, basically, and sometimes Sam and sometimes Bruno.
That's a lot of food for 3 people.
It is. Would you like to come check out my latest restaurant? We just had a new restaurant open in town.
Ooh.
Ruby's Diner.
I would. Because to be honest, I'm rubbish at the recipes as well.
Here we are. This is Ruby's Diner.
Oh, wow, I love the signage.
Someone in the comments, I couldn't re-find the comment and I feel really bad about it, but somebody in the comments said, oh, wouldn't it be great if you could put on window transfers? And then I suddenly remembered that I can do PNG paintings. So, window transfers. Ruby's Diner, now open.
That's a beautiful thing.
It is. So if you come in, I can get you some burgers or bacon and eggs. It's a very limited menu, I'll be honest.
I love a good burger joint.
Yeah, well, you should be able to help yourself to some burgers.
Tell you what, it does help you press the right button.
It does, yeah, that also helps. But back here, look, we've got our lovely little, our chefs, and they make our burgers, they make our bacon and eggs.
Robo chefs.
They work, yeah, robo chefs. It's actually easier to see from here, probably. It's a bit more interesting from this side. But yeah, that's basically it. You know, you just use some auto crafters, and I'm chopping stuff up with great slice and dice, and then frying it, and then another arm constructs it all.
Nice. It's really nice and compact. You've done a good job there.
Yes. Yeah, the workers' union said it was cramped, but I prefer compact as well. Cozy.
Well, I've seen real-life fast food restaurants that look pretty much like that, so...
Oh, okay, cool. So hit the nail on the head there. Excellent.
Yeah. Mentioning no names.
It's probably for the best, yeah. There's other ones as well. There's a sandwich shop next door. So, you know, if you want to mix it up a bit, you can always get some sandwiches. Yeah, so just help yourself, really, as I say. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else I can help you with, Mr. Plod, Mr. Inspector, sir.
I don't know. I better go and write a full report, and yeah, I think it's a clean bill of
You're
health.
not you're not an inspector at all, are you? What did you say your job title was again? Let's see if you can say it the same as you did last time.
I'm from the Department of Food, Fisheries, French fries, and furious form filling, something like that.
Right, okay, that is actually completely different to what you said when you first arrived. You said you were from the farmers something or other, so I think you're just here to steal my ideas, and you're not an inspector at all, are you?
You're going to banish me now, back to the bus.
Didn't think so. I mean, I would banish you back to the bus, but to be honest, you'd just be sitting there for another 6 weeks, because I was supposed to be expanding the rail out, you know, building bus routes over here, but Bruno's got most of my rail, and he's also got my phantom farm, currently. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a bit of a railless dead end currently, and I've just wasted one as well because I punched it instead of using a pickaxe. Why? This is my life now, Plod. This is my life. But anyway, yeah, feel free to have a look around, help yourself to food. If you've got any other questions, of course, do let me know. But hopefully you can figure out farming, I guess, from this area, maybe, potentially. I don't really know. I have no idea what I'm doing either, Plod, let's be honest. I make it up as I go along.
Yeah, I'm just following in your tracks. So yeah, really, really helpful. No, thank you very much. And this place looks amazing, by the way. This street's going to be so good.
I cannot wait to get the whole street up. I think it's going to be awesome. But yeah, there's a long way to go. I've got a lot of restaurants to do, so yeah, could be a while, Plod. Could be a while.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Is there anything I can offer you in return? I mean, there probably isn't.
Probably not, to be honest. You're okay. Just eat food and just don't look too closely at how I'm treating the animals, and we'll call it even, yeah?
That sounds good to me. It's a deal.
Cool. I have no idea how you're going to get home, by the way, because until I get that bus route down, the bus is stuck. So you might have like a 4,000 block walk just to the nearest train station.
Righty-ho. I guess I better set off.
All right, cool. Well, enjoy, Plod. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Bye. I've got so many rail to place, Plod. Oh, I don't suppose you've got any phantom membrane, have you?
Not in my pockets at the moment. No, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. All right then, Plod. See you later.
Bye.
You lying inspector. Not an inspector at all.
And after a very long bus ride back along what is actually a very short road, because I haven't actually made the rest of the road yet. Never mind. After a very long bus ride back, we're back at my farming district. And I guess I better build a barn. So first up, let's grab a load of cobble out of storage. And I need to expand this area out here so we can put our barn down. Well, it might not be the most natural looking landscaping in the world, but there's no holes in it, so that's at least a start, I guess. Okay, let's do a little bit of planning then. I've got a bunch of signs, so we need to figure some stuff out. So for our pigs, the only thing we need to do with them is have a barn where we can slaughter them. So slaughter piggies. Poor piggies. For the cows though, we've got a couple of things we need to do. We need to milk them and yeah, to slaughter some of them too. So Our barn for the cows is going to be a little bit different. We'll do milking on, well, I don't know if we're going to do one side or the other side, or one end and the other end. I think it might be ends. So let's do kind of milking here. And let's put a space over here for cow slaughter. There we go. So that's our cows. Our sheep, again, we've got two things we want to do with them. We want some wool and we want some actual food. There we go. So we've got 4 things we need to put along here. I don't think we're actually going to do anything with the bisons because, well, they're scary and we're actually going to drop the same meat that we get from the cows anyway. But one thing all 5 of those things are going to need is a bit of power. They are all going to be machines, so they are going to need some power. And because we're up on the top of a hill here, it seems to be the right kind of place for a windmill, and we haven't done windmills before anyway. So let's put a windmill. I guess that's a good spot. Let's do that. So looking at this, I was going to try and make them separate buildings, but they're all so close together, I think it might have to be one big barn, a bit like what Mr. Beardstone did. I'm trying not to copy him exactly, so I was trying to separate them out, but yeah, I think it's got to be one big thing, hasn't it? If that's the case, then let's get building. Oh, I forgot. We need to do something with these guys, don't we? So we're collecting the eggs, which is fine. We've got a few in there. I mean, it's not collecting all of them, but it's collecting any that are laid in the middle here, which is not too bad. Although I have noticed the chickens like to congregate in this corner. So maybe I should just move that bag over here. That might be better. And in fact, I could just put a bag in each corner and that should get our eggs. But the chickens themselves, we're going to need a chicken machine over here too, aren't we? Let's pop that over the back here. First of all, let's dig out where our floor is going to go. And of course, in doing that, we've removed all of our signs. Hands up in the comments if you saw that one coming.
Show of hands.
But for the floor itself, I've just got a whole variety of tough blocks. So we're just going to lay them down using our randomizer, just like we did before. Now, when I think of a barn, I tend to think of one of these with the corrugated black sides. So that's the kind of look we're going to go for. Yeah, I think that's looking okay for the walls. I quite like these openings that we've got along this side as well. So we just need to get the arch shape on and get a roof on, and then we can start on the inside. Well, there we are. I wasn't sure if using the pillar blocks for the corrugated roof would be too much alongside the walls, but actually I think it works okay just because I've used the lighter coloured blocks for the roof and the darker ones for the walls. The other thought I had was around using framed blocks to smooth off that roof, but actually I'm quite happy with it being a bit blocky. Before we do anything on the inside though, we need to sort out the power situation, and that means we need to make a start on the windmill. In other news, I finally remembered to turn the brightness right up so that you can see things during the night, and frankly so can I. I really wish I did that when I was going to see Mr. Beardstone a bit earlier, but never mind. So I've been working on the windmill for quite a few hours now, and well, let me show it to you. It's over here. As you can see, I've been using these netherrack bricks, and they're pretty cool as a block, but the shape of that I'm not at all happy with. It's just far too wide and not tall enough. It needs to be sort of thinner, and well, it just doesn't look right, does it? Doesn't look anything like a windmill base at the moment. So it's going to be a rip it down and start again thing, I think, which is really annoying because I've literally spent hours on it. But you know, that's Minecraft for you, isn't it? Let's start again. There we are. Then you can see where the base of the thing was. Let's start again, and this time I'm going to do it the other way around. So I'm going to work out where the center of my windmill is going to be, and it's going to be roughly there. And I'm going to work out what the height of it needs to be. So let's bring this all the way up here. Okay, that's way too high. And that's probably a better height there or thereabouts. But if that's the centre of the windmill, then windmills normally have a bit of a structure on top, usually like a dome-shaped thing. And the sail will obviously be on the outside of it, so it'll come out a few blocks. Let's try and do that. I think it might be 1 or 2 blocks too many. Let's take a couple off. So we say our windmill bearing's actually going to go there. We'll have some gubbins coming out behind it. We'll have some kind of dome shape going around it. And then essentially the outside wall of a windmill will probably be somewhere around here. And then the windmill needs to kind of go down towards the ground at about that level. So let's just see if we can place a block under there. Yep, so that's kind of where our outside wall is going to be. And then it's going to come down in a kind of cone shape from there. There we are. So that's kind of the profile of the building we want to make. I mean, obviously we'll try and slope a few bits because we can. But that should make it a lot easier to actually build the thing. So let's get on with it. Well, this time I seem to have created a bright red Dalek.
You would make a good Dalek.
But at least it's a better shape than the previous one. Well, a few more hours later, and look, we have a windmill. I'm a lot happier with this shape. Obviously it's now working because I've actually connected it all up. I've chucked some windows in. It looked pretty odd without them. Maybe I've put too many windows in. I don't know really. But let's just pop up on the roof up here and get a look at it. So yeah, it's very windmilly. I don't know what else to say. We've put a bit of a balcony over here. I'm going to get hit by a sail. No, I've missed it. Good. Yeah, we've got a bit of a balcony and a kind of, I like the glass roof thing. Decided to go with that. I know it's not very kind of traditional for a windmill to have a glass roof, but I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, happy with that. And obviously we've got a fair bit of power coming up here. Let me turn F1 mode off so you can see. Yeah, just over 8,000 stress units coming out of there, which we'll chuck down into the barn. And that should hopefully be enough for us to get the machines all working. Machines, I hear you ask. Have I actually made all the machines in the barn? Well, if I pop round this corner, you can see for yourself that... No, I haven't done that yet. No. To kick us off then, I've got the chicken cooker all done. So this is... Well, it's not a cooker, it's just a kind of, well, destroyer? I don't know. It's just a standard build. I'm sure you've seen one of these things before. Just pure vanilla Minecraft redstone stuff. Chickens go in the top here. So those guys will grow up to be adults. They will lay their eggs. The eggs go along the hopper line. You could just see behind there that goes down into this dispenser. Dispenses a new chicken out here, or at least the eggs. So we'll get a chance of a chicken going in there. When that grows up, it will suffocate in this block. And its drops will go down. There's another dispenser behind there. Not a dispenser, a hopper. That's the one. And it goes into this barrel. So we should get feathers and raw chicken going in there. And obviously we'll chuck that into our storage eventually. But for now, that's where it is. What we've got here is pretty much an exact replica of Mr. Bearstone's wool farm. I mean, I say it's an exact replica. You can tell that I've been using the schematic cannon to make it. And then I've just swapped out some of the block palette that he used for the stuff I've been using. I've removed some of the bushes and the extra texturing and things that he's put in there just because, well, it just doesn't really fit with the kind of stuff I do, really. So what I need to do now is connect it up to the windmill and make sure that it actually does work, and then get some sheep in. I've got a couple of access points around the back here, so one in here, which is where we need to put the shears into our dispensers, and in fact into these barrels, and that's a good point. I actually need to load those up. And the other one is this door just on the side here, and that lets me jump down below, because basically this shaft here is what we need to connect up to the windmill over in that direction. Starting at the top of the windmill then, the first thing I want to do is get the power to go down a level so that we're not going to trip over it when we're coming out of here. So for that we're going to pop an encased chain drive there. And we're going to take that down a level by doing that. That's not very helpful. That's more like it. Then we're just going to break through the floor here, along to the middle. In fact, we don't even need to go all the way along to the middle. We could just drop down here. Let's do that. So we'll bring in a shaft there, a shaft there. We will make a gearbox go here, and we will turn that into a vertical gearbox. And we'll cover up those two bits of shaft, just to tidy things up a bit. So bringing the shaft down underground at the base of the windmill here. we can actually see the shaft that we want to connect it to over there. That is actually the end of the sheep farm. So a little while later, we have now got a sheep of every single colour in there. It took quite a while for me to get the green dye, but we got there in the end. And we've got some shears in our dispensers over there, or at least in some of the barrels. And I think I don't need to put shears in every barrel. They should kind of distribute themselves among the dispensers, I hope. And it's on a 5-minute timer, so we just have to wait for that to, well, time down and then see if it actually works. Here it goes. Let's see what happens. Yep, it's shearing them. Looks like it's showing them all the way across. It didn't get the blue one. We'll see. It seems to be getting all of the others. Yeah, it's got them all the way along. That's great. So if it gets the blue one on the way back... Well, apparently blue sheep are resistant to shearing, but it got all the others. Your time will come, blue sheep. Your time will come. A little while later, and we've got the other farms in. So here is the mutton farm. Obviously, we've got the sheep up there that come down here, grow up, and then get, well, punched to death, unfortunately for them. And very similar things over here for the cows and the sheep. Not the sheep, the pigs. I know my animals. And actually these things are so nice and compact that, you know, there's plenty of space left in here. I'm surprised at how much space I've actually still got. And there's only one more thing I need to do, and that's the milk machine. But actually I don't think I need to do that as a separate machine, because we've got all of these adult cows over here, and they're being fed this wheat in here by that deployer. But on this side we've got room for another deployer, and that could be doing the whole milking thing on this side. So we can use the same bunch of cows for two purposes. And I know that's not very true to real life, where dairy herds and beef herds are completely separate, but you know, this is Minecraft and we can do it, right? So let's be efficient. Oh, I left a grass block up here. Let's sort that out. So the idea with this is we'll put the deployer in there. Is that the right place? Yep, just here like that. And then I'm going to have a smart chute above that and below it. So one there and one there. The smart chute above it will feed buckets into that deployer. And then the smart chute below it will have buckets of milk coming out of it. Let's just grab some milk. There we go. Like so. Now let's just power that deployer by taking the power along here. If I go along there, hopefully the cows won't escape. Well, there are a couple that are trying to. So what's going on now is we've got a belt underneath here which takes the milk bottles or milk buckets. It drains them into this item drainer and then puts them onto this depot. And we've got a mechanical arm. We haven't used any of those yet in this world. And that will take the empty buckets from here and pop them back on top for them to go through the cycle again. So all I've got to do now is find a way to drain this milk away, or at least to store it somewhere. And obviously that just means we need to create a fluid tank. Okay, now let's join that up, and that should just create loads of milk for us. Okay, let's just make sure we can see the milk going along here, because why not? The only thing left then is to create a way for the milk to come out, so that's what this spout here is for. And again, I just need to connect that up. So if I connect that to there, and then this goes across to... Oh, I'm missing it. Whoops. There we are. It's only one block over, but it seems to make the world of difference. It just gives us that extra bit of space, really. And yeah, I could fill these bits in, but I quite like seeing the spinny round shaft going along, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Back over in the kitchen then, and we've got plenty of meat coming through the drawer system from the barn. And of course we've got all of our vegetables that we made from last time. So it's time for me to do an actual bit of cooking, because that's why we've got all this here. And I fancy trying to make one of those tasty burgers that I had at Mr. Beardstone's place. So let me see if I can find out how to get the recipe for a burger. It's clearly not a cooking pot recipe, but I can see it here. So this is what I need, and it looks like we just craft it. So we're going to need some bread, tomato, a beef patty, cabbage leaf and onion. Well, all of that is easy to get. How to make a beef patty? That's minced beef, and that goes on a campfire. So, and I did learn that if I get my meat, let's get a piece from there, and we go for the knife with an empty hand, we should be able to do some stuff, I think. Maybe if I put that in the offhand and that in that hand. So I'll grind it up that way. Oh, yeah, we did. That was very quick. We've made minced beef. Look at that. If I pop that on there, that should make our patty. I hope. There we are, beef patty. Brilliant. Is that everything we need? I think it might be. There we are, our own tasty burger. And what am I going to do with my tasty burger? Well, I'm going to come over here, past the stairs, and I'm going to sit on the sofa and put my feet up and watch a bit of telly. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've really had a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Now, what's on?